Apple's expected announcement today of the new iPhone, and we're having a live shot right here outside of Apple headquarters. Everyone waiting for that press release to begin. And we have in studio with us here Scott Austin. And now I understand, Scott, that we can officially say it is the iPhone 5 and not some other iPhone 4 plus a letter?
I think so, unless Apple's throwing up a smokescreen. They indicated that on their website today, that they are introducing the iPhone 5. It's the 6th generation iPhone, yet it'll be the iPhone 5 after the iPhone 4S. So.
And any indication of what that might mean in terms of that jump up in compatibility that we might see, that it's a 5 and not?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk of what this iPhone will look like.
And this is the 4S actually we're looking at on screen here.
So what everyone believes is that the screen will be larger. We've seen this from the suppliers that are building larger screens for the iPhone, so it'll be stretched out a little bit more to really rival some of the other phones you're seeing from Samsung and others. And also it may be a little thinner, or at least if it's not thinner, it'll be packed probably with more power, more chip power. And then, of course, there's the whole operating system. Apple has redeveloped its operating system, so that'll certainly help.
And now I understand we've gotten at least the name from some of these non-working links on Apple's website, and I understand that was not the only announcement from today that they've kind of given away a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Apple tends to, for the first 45 minutes or so, we'll talk about some other smaller product releases. Remember when the iPod used to be big? Well, now that's second or third fiddle. They're expected to announce a new iPod, probably a new iPod Nano, iPod Touch. They may even revamp their iTunes music store. So we should see in the first half hour, 45 minutes, some different things happening before this iPhone launch.
And obviously the iPhone 5 is the big news here, but any surprises potentially from those other smaller product launches, or even what they're doing with iTunes?
Well, maybe. There's talk that Apple is redeveloping the site to maybe even make it more like Pandora, where you're able to stream music and build radio stations. I mean, if you look at the iTunes site, it hasn't changed a whole lot. It's not very easy to search for things. So I could see them totally redoing that and making it more exciting. The iPod Nano also, they could really enhance that and put some new features on there, and make it a little bit more compatible with all the other devices. But we'll have to see kind of what happens here. It starts in about an hour, sort of cut through the whole hype machine here. But
and I understand you're going to be live blogging.
We will be live blogging, yeah, starting about 12:45 today Eastern on our site.
Once they start letting people into the area, presumably?
That's right. Yeah, it should be happening any second now or any minute. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You bet.
Will look for your live coverage on WSJ.com, and we will have more actually on Digits at 1 p.m.